Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm bringing you some more Bloodborne footage. Now this clip is going to be comprised of two halves. My first half will be when I first fight Father Gasbag, or Gascoigne, or whatever people have nicknamed him on the forums. And the second half when I'm going to summon some help and I'm going to show a bit more what I do right in that fight. So here I'm just running up to the fight and I'm using my Kirk hammer, which has to be my favourite weapon. I'm still using it now and I'm way further in, about level 60 odd, and I'm still using the Kirk hammer. Oh, pardon me. But here's the bit where we're rolling up to Gascoigne. This bit can actually be skipped. If you go down the ladder, which is behind me right now, straight 180 degrees, and you go under the bridge, dodge the pig, which I don't know why he's down there, probably hunting for truffles or some shit, and go around the opposite side. What you can do is you can come up and he will automatically bash the border down, wipe out all those mobs, so that's 3 pickups, and then you've got to finish these 2 off. So you saw there a bit of a visceral parry, I guess, and I've got to say that's one of the most awesome things in the game. There's nothing better than doing that in a bit of PvP. I've had people, I don't do much PvP, I have got to Canehurst Castle, so I am thinking of joining that Vile Blood Covenant, but I don't know. So you see, I'm just going to go full hammer mode and enact Thor on him. But yeah, I do like Kirk hammer. For a while I was using Ludwig's, which is the sword which sheaths into its sheath to create a great sword, which it's okay, but I've run quite strength heavy in this build, so and other than that, there's not really much else to cover. One thing I am going to say before I do go into Gascoigne fight, I made a critical mistake here, and that is that I didn't actually equip the music box for the first time I went in. So now I'm going to shut up and I'm going to let you guys watch the Gascoigne intro as I slowly and awesomely swag into the arena.
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
So, before I go back onto the music box topic I was previously on, let's quickly talk about Gascoigne. Gascoigne is incredibly aggressive. As you're seeing here, he's giving you no room for manoeuvre. And this is only his first stage. So I'm going to quickly overview the stages. He's got 3 stages. And spoiler alert, the third one is a bit of a spoiler, I guess. But the first stage is this one. He has blunderbuss in his left hand and the hunter's axe in his right. So he alternates between both. If you get a bit too much distance on him, he will blunderbuss your ass into New Moon. However, I quickly learned here that backpedaling is the wrong way to do it. Because every time I'm backpedaling, he's just getting 3 shots on me. So I switch over and I go for a fast strike with the sword end of the Kirk hammer. His second phase, which I will point out to you when it actually occurs, is he'll say a little snippet of dialogue, and then what he'll do is he'll actually sheath his blunderbuss and trick his hunter's axe into the full size. So he's now got a pole arm, so he's got a lot more range and a lot more damage. This is the one where you need to make use of the parrying mechanic, or the riposte, or the visceral attack, or whatever you want to call it, to basically make use of the fact that he's going to have huge wind-up windows. Now, as you can see here, this is my first time. I am getting absolutely beaten the shit out of me, but I'm surviving, barely. So here's the what's the smell quote, which is when he does switch over.
The sweet blood. Oh, it sings to me. It's enough to make a man sick.
So as you can see now, he's tricked out his weapon, and he will use his blunderbuss, but it takes him a little bit more time to draw it because it comes from behind his back. So you should, in theory, be able to dodge it. Now, don't take this footage as gospel on how to fight Gascoigne. This was incredibly rusty for my first time. I nearly killed him, but I got stun locked by his third form, which I'm going to quickly cross onto now, which he did werewolf form. This is when he basically forgoes all weapons and he almost quadruples his aggressiveness. Now that was lucky. Basically, at this point, backpedaling is the only way you're going to dodge him, because he's got quite, I won't say got like a wide arc, but in front of him he must hit at least a good 110 degree cone. So anywhere trying to side pedal around him, you're just going to get cropped by his there he is, he switches over, put it back. So, onto the initial point before I eventually die. The music box. This is one of the keys to fighting Gascoigne, to make this fight easier in general. So, for those people who didn't watch, who haven't seen this or anything, the music box is received from a young Yarnamite girl who is looking for her father and mother. And, spoiler alert, her father is Gascoigne, and her mother, fortunately, is up a ledge somewhere with a red jewel brooch. Now, what the box does is it has, I'd say, two separate forms depending on basically him being in his first or his third form. In his first form, playing the music box causes him to seize attack and he'll clutch his head. Opportune time to get behind him and do a strong charge attack and completely put him into a position of the boss. In this form, he just slows down completely. Now, as you can see here, I'm getting him pretty close to dead, but here I'm going to demonstrate why it's so dangerous to get stuck. As you see, I got stuck down the post, so I died, and that was my first go at Gascoigne. Not bad, but definitely not great. So this time I'm going to show you my second attempt at Gascoigne. Now this time I'm actually going to show off the summoning mechanic in Bloodborne, because I haven't, of all the footage I've watched of YouTube, I've not actually seen anyone go into detail about the summoning mechanic. So here it is, and I'm going to give you a quick overview while we're waiting through a cutscene. I mean, Jesus Christ. These loading screens need to be seriously patched. They're killing the enjoyment of the game sometimes, because it's that disconnection between the action when you've died. You just want to jump back in now. Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls and Demon Souls, their loading screens were actually quite quick, if I do remember rightly. But anyway, I'm moving on. I'm digressing as per usual. So moving back onto the original topic of summoning. As you can see here, I'm doing one vital mistake. Another side point. I'm going back to Gascoigne with no silver bullets and only 10 blood vials. Poor choice. Anytime you take on a boss, you're going to want to be 20-20 both ways. Because that way, even if you burn 15 blood vials, you're going to get the boss done. Which I know, but it's worth it if you know how to farm them back up. Now, I do have a farming method coming for the YouTube channel sooner or later that's actually quite easy, and it does get you a good amount of souls, / blood echoes, / blood bucks, I don't know, whatever you want to call them. But, finally, I'm going to get back up to my initial point. Summoning, or beckoning, in Bloodborne, it's quite a simple mechanic. If you want to get help, first of all, you need to go back to the 100th Dream when, I'm not sure what the trigger is, as you can see there, I just pulled out a tiny music box, but the little messenger dudes have for you a beckoning bell. Now what you do is you ring the beckoning bell, which will cost you 1 insight point. Now what that basically does is if people in their other worlds are ringing something called a small beckoning bell, you beckon them to your world. Now, the good thing about the beckoning bell system is that it's not a static system. It's completely free mobile. So if you want help in an area that's coming up, you don't have to sort of, oh my god, I tried to stop holder. Oh lord. You don't have to prepare and get to the area. Instead, you could just ring it halfway before the boss, and maybe someone out there has done the same thing, but they're ringing their small beckoning bell, and they'll come to your aid. And it's the same with all the other bells, which I only know of 3 at the moment. There's Sinister, which is the invasion variant, Small, which is to assist other people, and Beckoning, which is to receive assistance. So you can see I'm ringing the beckoning bell, which for some reason gives you some beast hood on the meter, which is interesting. So as you see, searching for the chime of a small resonant bell. And I'm kind of admiring my character here, how badass you look in the star equipment. But so now what I'm basically looking for is somewhere out there, another player he's ringing his small resonant bell because he wants to help, or he just wants the blood echoes, or he wants the whatever, or even it's just the experience for the Gascoigne fight. So I've discovered it. The bell's resonance has beckoned that guy. I don't even know how you pronounce that guy's name. But yeah, and this is me. I think this is the first time I actually discovered the personal effects bar, which is basically a hotbar. So now when you are summoned into a world, it's exactly where your character is at the moment of your beckoning. So if you're miles away when you're ringing your bell, and that connection gets made between the both of you, you will pop up wherever on earth you are. Which can be a disadvantage sometimes, but if you're in the middle of a mob that they've not fought in their world, it gets pretty ugly when you realise that you've still got to go fight him. So I think in a minute I find my bro. Here he is, in all his blue goodness. You know, Kirk Hammer Bros forever kind of thing. So that's the nuance of summoning in its most basic form. And I completely approve of this compared to Dark Souls 2 system. Think of Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls, it's incredibly static. You put your soap signs down and you wait. Whereas here you can ring your bell and then wander off. You've got plenty of opportunity to do other stuff in the process. But basically, and on the quick add-on of information then, small beckoning bell and the sinister bell do not consume insight. Because you're helping other people. I think you gain insight in a victory situation there. However, beckoning aid, you do consume insight. And also in the later games, when you ring a beckoning bell, it summons a bell-ringing woman who is lured to the timber of your bell in the world, which is just another enemy. And what she does, she rings a sinister bell to bring PvP into your world. Now, if you don't find her, she'll just keep ringing anyway. Now, as you can see, I just ran the music box and Gascoigne paused. Perfect, there you are again. And as you can see, abusing this technique, but you do it any more than 3 times, he'll skip his second form and go straight to third. Not good. But anyway, back onto the bell ringer. All you have to do is, if you find her and slaughter her and bask in her blood, like everything else in Bloodborne, she doesn't summon anymore. Which is just an easier way to do it. So, with the last minute or so coming up onto the video now, I'm going to quickly cover... Actually, no, I'm not even going to cover anything. That guy died, and I think I'm sure to follow. But if you like the video, please like and subscribe. Within the next week, I'm either going to be posting up a video of Vicar Amelia or the Witches of Hemwick boss fight. Vicar Amelia I solo, but Witches of Hemwick I summon a dude and he pops his clothes anyway. And then sometime later I'm going to be showing you a bit of a farming run for Blood Echoes, Blood Vials and Silver Bullets. So, as per usual people, if you like and subscribe the video, like and subscribe, and I will see you all next Friday. See you later people, take care.